Oh my god. Alright. Is this working? Yeah, this is working. Can you hear me alright, everyone? My voice will never reach you. I can't bear this. Oh, it works now. Perfect. Thank you, Tristy. And welcome, everyone, to another episode of Hollowbel's Storytime. We're listening to Artanelico right now, by the way. Tristy helped. Oh, how are you all doing? I hope you've been having less technical issues than I've been. One way or another. Anyway, though. One moment. What's a good one? Let me put this on. Yeah, this one's a classic. Anyway, I hope you all have been doing well. I don't have a lot to report over here. Oh, you finished your Dream Diary entry. Lovely. I see that Koja's been playing, Yume Nikki Likes recently. It's rather exciting to see, unless you're talking about a dream diary of your own dreams, in which case, congratulations. I really enjoy doing that too. I'm glad, Sliver Changeling. I've been playing a lot of Artanelico 2 recently, hence the music. It's a game that I strongly recommend to everyone here, especially if you like twisted women who have to confront their own feelings and learn how to trust other people. It's awesome. But this whole week, I've been thinking about Little Goody Two Shoes. I've been really excited to get back to it with you all. So, let me give a little bit of a recap of where we were since last time. So, our story began with a little adventure in the woods with Elise, a young Ojo-sama who, an elegant lady who, has the spirit of a princess, but is unfortunately burdened by material concerns. She doesn't have any food in her old mansion pantry. She was taken from the woods at a young age, where nobody knows where exactly she came from beyond the fact that an old woman just found her in the woods and raised her as her own. But since then, she's been a member of the town of Kieferberg, though the townsfolk distrust her and treat her as a witch. This game has some religious trauma going on. Anyway, she has 3 girls who she's close with. One of whom is a traveling woman who is a little bit scrungly and anxious, and who made a mess of her house, Elise's house. Her name is Rosenmarine, and Elise conscripted her into being her how do I put this? Her maid, but also her kind of housewife. They live together now. Under threat of blackmail, but Rosenmarine seems to enjoy the situation quite a bit, as far as I can tell. Her other companion is Freya, who is a sort of apothecary, and who's very fond of Elise, though the relationship is a little bit complicated. Freya seems to feel like she has something a bit to, like, prove to Elise or to apologize for, in a sense, but, you know, Elise kind of just wants to be, like, she just wants to get to know her better as equals. It feels like there's some history there, but we haven't really seen the full picture yet. And then there's, the nun with the German name. If somebody wants to, is it Lebkuchen, I think? I always forget her name because I don't speak German. My apologies, everyone. But She's Elise's childhood friend, and she's very funny. Oh, thank goodness. Glad to hear it, Silver Changeling. Oh, she's named after bread. That's wonderful. Oh, speaking of named after bread, there's actually a secret fourth girl. Do you remember her? Her name is Molly. And she's a funny one. Good evening, Erica. Anyway. Oh, Muffin! Muffin! Whoops. My apologies. Millie! That's right. You got it. Alright. Well... Anyway. With that summary, let our story begin. Oh, there are some horror elements, too. I guess I didn't mention those, but you know she's going to end up in a weird dream and have to do some Yume-Nikki shit, so please look forward to it. Oh, I'm so glad you all stuck around, or managed to watch the video one way or another. I'll make sure to upload the previous one onto YouTube. I haven't been uploading my VODs recently, but I'll take care of that, just so anyone who wants to can catch back up again. Maybe I could do some more logs on my little home on the web. Anyway, though, I really wanted to see this opening again. It's wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. I'll make sure to upload it then, Silver Changeling. Thank you for sticking around even though it's late there. The secret lies in the woods. Little Goody Two Shoes.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
That's right. Here she is. Here's our Elise. She's so poofy. Look at her big skirt. Isn't it wonderful? What were we most recently up to? I believe it was Monday morning. Being poofy is nice, isn't it? I'm glad you're a big fan. I'm a big fan too, personally. That's why I dress like this. Oh, this town music is impeccable. Alright, so something important to figure out is... It's Monday. I'm not sure how long this game is, but I get the impression that it probably takes place over the course of a week, is my guess. We've played through Sunday so far. And I think that the game probably takes place over 6 or 7 days. Whether it's 6 or 7 is probably pretty important, because, it appears that each of these characters have 6 slots for events. Which is a little bit... I wonder if I don't do one of theirs today, will it be impossible to see all of their events? That would be a little bit tragic, but if I could get, like... I don't really know what the endings are like, but if they're, like, character endings, then I want to make sure I at least get one of them. Anyway. It's only been released in English? Even with, like, the Japanese voice acting? Oh my gosh, they gotta get on that Japanese release, then. It's really good. No German either. Oh, that feels a little tragic. I hope they can release this game in some more languages, because it would be nice if more of the world could see it. So something I'm wondering about is, given the... Oh, look at this little... Oh my gosh, that's cute. Do you see it? The character endings? Actually, yeah, Silver Changeling. I guess I would appreciate, do you know whether it is possible to get the character endings if you, like... For instance, don't see all of a character's scenes in time? That kind of thing? I think that's the main thing I'm wondering about, because I'd like to see a little bit of everyone, but I'm a little bit worried, like, what if Rosenmarine and Lebkuchen are at the same time or something like that? Oh, it could. Yeah, I'm not sure, Erica. You don't need to see all the scenes to get a character's ending. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Silver Changeling. I kind of like to try out whatever whatever character events call out the most to me, but if it's possible to see a character's ending even without seeing all of their scenes, then it's a little more freeing. So now my question is, where are... Oh, here she is. I'm here for my earful, I suppose. Oh, you're no child, Elise. For goodness sake! I'll spare you, Elise. You're aware you've said too much. I couldn't have stayed silent, you know that. I agree it was their fault, Elise, but... we both know this will only get you the wrong kind of attention. It's Lebkuchen. She's a nun. She's Elise's childhood friend. She's really nice. I would like to see more of her very much. Also, her outfit is adorable. I'm really, really fond of, like, the, sort of, like, sheer satin fabric over her habit. The, like, sort of poofy nun dress is, like, absolutely adorable. Old Jawkins, to be exact. I'm well aware, Lebkuchen. There's no real need for you to fret over this, you know? There is the utmost need for me to fret over it, Elise. To fret over you, Elise. Do you not like it? I'll keep Father Hans from dwelling on it too much. Alright. Why don't you meet me here at dusk, Elise? Okay, I'd like to. Nanyuri, yeah, I want to spend time with her. We could both use a little downtime, wouldn't you say? I'll be here. I have a bad feeling that, Rosenmarine is also going to only be available during, like, at dusk today, but I really want to spend some time with Lebkuchen. I want to get to know her a little bit. I've already spent some time with the other two, so... I'm not so certain I want to talk to these two.
I'm hoping you've had some time to think, Elise. Kieferberg needs order and fellowship, Hans. It needs stability. We can't keep going like this.
Going like what?
You're well aware of what I'm talking about, lass. Let's keep our cool, old Jockin.
Hawken? I'm not really sure how to say this.
Elise has spared it some thought, I'm certain.
Let's say I have.
You ought to listen to your elders, lass.
Oh my gosh. For goodness sake. I'm out of here. Kieferberg, more like Stinkerberg. Oh, that wasn't very good. My apologies, everyone. Welcome, St. Kupo. How are you? Where did you come from? We are playing Little Goody Two Shoes. A little fairy tale Yuri adventure. What sorts of things? Okay, so we've got bread, we've got pretzel. Ooh, oh, Lebkuchen! Is that so? Sleeperberg. Oh, that's good, Silver Changeling. Thank you. Okay, I was thinking about it, and I was considering that, if Muppet wants, like, a pretzel, then we're good. And if she wants a bread, then we're good. But if she wants, like, some other item of food, then we'll be in a bad spot. So... Mary is a girl who, like, shows up towards the, like, at night in the game, as far as I can tell. And she's like, I'm gonna tell all of the villagers how suspicious you are if you don't give me a little treat. And then she starts drooling all over you until you give her a treat. She tells you what she wants. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Silver Changeling. I want to make sure I have, like, one of the, like, pastries at least, just to make sure that I'm set for whatever she asks for. Muffin wants a pretzel from Gingerbread's Bakery. That's right. She's exactly like that. I like the granny here. Gretel. She's a nice one. Oh my gosh, here she is! This girl. I wonder if she'll be alright on her own. I've been thinking that there should be, how do I put this? This might be something that exists in the game, but I wonder if there's a Muppy ending. I feel like this silly old thing. To think Lebkuchen and I used to spend an entire afternoon taking turns on this- oh, taking turns on the swing, I see. I misunderstood who I clicked on there. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry about it. Okay, so... if we run all the way back to Elise's house... it's quite a long journey, but... we're nearly there. Oh, here she is! Rosenmarine. Personally, I'm just going to say... I'm very fond of Rosenmarine. It's not just because it's made mistress, by the way. Elise, I thought you'd be in town. And I was... Something happen, Elise? The old fools made a tremendous fuss over my shoes. A fuss? What do you mean? They accused me of being a witch, right in front of everyone. All because I sang and danced my way to Kieferberg. Oh, that's right. By the way, if you weren't around last time, once she finds these, old red shoes buried in a box on her estate, she does a funny dance about how, a funny Ojo-sama dance where she twirls and spins and dreams of owning a castle and making it rich. And she does it, apparently, her little goody two-shoes, there you go. And she does this in front of the entire village, canonically. And it seems that people didn't like it, which is a shame. Oh, I'll show them how wicked I can be. Elise. I'm losing my wits in this town, Rosemarine. There was that old hag, too, and I can't wrap my head around it, Rosemarine. I truly can't. An old hag? I'll tell you about it later. I'd best head back to work. Say, Elise, won't you meet me here at dusk? I can try, I suppose. I'll make you something hearty for supper, Elise. Some eggs? All the eggs you can get me. Oh. I don't want to admit it, but she did raise my spirits a little bit. See, the thing that's really sad is something that's a little bit tragic in this game is that, it seems kind of like all of the girls are like, hey, Elise, could you meet me, at this particular time of day? And Elise is like, I can try, I suppose. But she always says that, and sometimes their times overlap with each other and you can only choose one of them, which feels really sad. It's kind of like no matter what, she doesn't say no to them, so you kind of end up standing one of them up. It feels really tragic. I wonder where Freya is. Maybe if I check the locket, it'll say? Kind of railroads into picking one and maybe seeing a few events for another. Yeah, it's a little tragic. I know, you gotta make choices with how you spend your time, but I slightly wish I had spent time with Lebkuchen on the first day, just so that I could see some of both. I figure that, like, Freya is going to be at a confirmed time, but maybe it's alright. The thing is, I want to spend some time with Lebkuchen, so I can get to know her a bit better. I forget where Freya would be. I'm not quite sure. But maybe she's in town? The thing is, I really like Rosemarine. Enough to get her name wrong. I guess I don't love her enough to get her name wrong, but Elise gets her name wrong too, so it's fine. Rosemarine is wonderful. She's such a sweetie. I love her and Elise's little domestic life together, even though Elise still makes her sleep in the attic. I love to cherish the purple girl. Oh, Hehe. Where is... I want to cherish the green girl right now, though, if possible. There's so much going on in this town, but... there are all of these characters, but no Freya. My guess was that she would be at, like, one of these sort of extreme points, kind of like how, you know, Lebkuchen is in the village square, Rosemarine is all the way back here at the house. Where is... but where could Freya be? How many afternoons did I spend here washing these folks' clothes, I wonder? Aw. I've always wondered what lies beyond those hills. Alright. I'm gonna keep looking around until we find Freya. She seems like the sort of girl who might be more likely to get lost in the woods than stick around town, but... oh, here she is! Nope, she's sticking around town. Happy questing, Koja. What flavor are you getting? My Elise, look at these shoes! Oh, red truly does look best on you, Elise. Why, thank you! Oh, you have to wear them to the festival, Elise. Now is the time to find yourself a proper suitor, Elise. Ah, that's precisely what we were chatting about with Freya. Oh, yes. Aren't I a little too young to be looking for a husband? Why, the sooner the better, I'd say. That's not exactly what I'd like to be doing with my time, if I'm honest. I used to feel the same way until I met Finn. You'll see. I'd say Freya's got a good chance of meeting her future husband soon. Oh, this is so painful. It makes me want to... It makes me want to marry Freya to save us both from this suffering. Oh, Sprunhild, I wouldn't say I'm... Oh, you're quite the catch, isn't she, Dorothea? Oh, Freya is the catch. In truth, I do feel the same as Elise. My interests lie elsewhere, you see. What could she mean by this? Whatever could she mean by this? Oh, you don't mean... Sewing! And I have my hands full with the festival, too. This isn't really the time. I'm just going to be a spinstress. Don't worry about me. Oh, that reminds me. Would you come and meet me by the well today at dusk, Elise? Yes, I suppose. Girls these days, huh? You two will come around, I'm certain. Oh my god. For goodness sakes! I don't think I'll be coming around anytime soon. Okay, here's a rather difficult scenario. This is a bit of a problem. Romantic date. Meet Lebkuchen in the church at dusk, meet Rosenmarine in the attic at dusk, and meet Freya by the water well at dusk. This is a bit of a problem. Whatever should we do? Alright. Thinking about it. I figure, even though this scenario feels a little bit tragic, I feel a little bit sad considering the scenario that, like, Elise and Freya have been put into. But I know there are at least four lesbians in this town. So, maybe if things don't work out with all of them, maybe it's possible, who knows? I feel a little bit sad, but it feels a little bit tragic to... I'm like, oh, I was thinking of, like, spending more time with, like, Lebkuchen and Rosenmarine, but I feel a little bit sad leaving Freya to this fate. But who knows? I'm sure everyone will find a way. Vanilla, but with our own Saigon cinnamon we mix into it to whip it into soft serve. Oh, that sounds incredible, Koja. Oh my gosh, cinnamon and vanilla is such a wonderful combination, isn't it? Perfect mix of cool and hot. A bit like a horchata. Maybe. Elise! Mama won't let me chop wood for her.
Oh, don't be silly, Jacob. You're much too young to handle a hatchet. Can you get us some wood for the hearth, Elise?
You know, why not? Let's do it. Your mother's right, Jacob. You're too little. Am not.
You're a stubborn lad, that's what you are.
Why don't they ask Freya to chop it for them instead? Oh wow, cute. Is Freya the lumberjack? Okay, so chop and kick, huh? How does this work? What are we kicking? No! I tried to chop it. This is really cute. You have to kick anything that isn't a wood, it looks like. What? Getting bonked by a nun for getting it wrong is nice. Ugh. A rank. Hooray. Ho 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 ho. Alright, we got some goodies. Now what? I thought I'd never find you, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Oh, what now, Miffy? It's your...
Anyway,
I don't have food for you. Shoo, shoo. Well, but,
Elise! It's your... My what? Your friend! The lass with the funny hat. She's right outside.
Hurry it up!
Take me to her, Molly, right now. Oh my gosh. Everyone's looking over the new specimen. My, you're covered in dirt, lass. I'm... She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. Do you know this lass, Lisbeth?
You know.
Elise says she's from Primeldorf. Oh, I'm not from Primeldorf. I've never had a... She does have a silly hat, it's true. It's very cute. I think her silly hat is wonderful. She's a little black mage. Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Ariane. I'm looking for Elise. Have you seen her? Elise? Do you know her? We do happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass? Elise says she's adopted. What did she mean by this? When did you hear about all this, Melly? Oh, Melly! Oh my gosh, even the other townspeople. Oh, if you'd please tell me where... Look, Mama, she has a tiny scarecrow. Forgive me, but does anyone know where I can find Elise? Rosemarine! Elise.
For goodness sake!
What are you doing here, you... Oh, so you do know the lass, Elise? Yes. She's my maid. I keep her in the attic when I'm not having her clean for me.
Keep it together, Elise.
Think, Elise. Think. How do I explain this? I adopted a girl who is exactly my age as a daughter. We live alone in the woods. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Tristy. A distant cousin. Oh, they're cousins. So that's how it is. From Primeldorf. She's going to have a lot to explain later. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise. Oh, thank goodness. That's getting cut off early. I do recall old Hall's mother had a sister, but I never met her. This nervous sprite is really good, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Rosemarine here is my aunt's granddaughter. It's Rosemarine. Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Rosemarine. Oh, thank you. Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We'd best move along before... But do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? How deep is she going to dig herself? I feel like this answer would cause less problems in the long run. But this one is less suspicious, so I'm going to keep up the lie. Grammy Hall said Rosemarine here might show up one day, you see. This... do you see this face? This is a good face. She's telling a lie. She's going to get away with it. I never got to meet my aunt before she passed, but I'm glad I got to meet my cousin. Ah, I see, I see. And she turned up just in time for the festival, too. Mama, Mama! Can the funny lady come play with us? I wouldn't mind. Rose and Marine love this. Oh, I wouldn't want to bother you, Rose and Marine. You are all very welcoming, but we ought to move along, and... One wonders, Elise. How did you meet your cousin, then? This is less suspicious. Rosmarine asked someone from Primmeldorf to ask around Keeperberg, you see. Ah, I see. Can't say I remember anything of the sort, Elise. I'm surprised such a thing didn't make itself known about town. You see, we... Oh, perhaps we're being rude, Ariane. I must say, I'm curious, too. Well, I'd love to sit and chat, but we don't have the time. Of course. We got to sweep the living room. You're a terrible liar, Rosmarine. Unlike me. It's truly a pleasure to meet you all. It feels a little bit like... they're sort of extending her a bit of, like, welcome, but it almost has the feeling to me of, like... a bit of, like, suspicious friendliness, like... saying nice things to her while actually kind of distrusting her. I mean, it's probably, like, in part because of her relationship with Elise, but... that was the impression I got. They could just be straightforwardly like, oh, she's awesome, Elise is sus. But not Rosmarine. Let's go, Rosmarine. Suspicion up. Gosh darn it. Is there any way to lower the town's suspicion of me? Anything I could, like, put in the water supply, maybe? Okay, maybe that's not how you would lower suspicion. Maybe you would, like, do nice things at the church and it would make them less suspicious. Don't mind me. I don't know what I was thinking.
For goodness sake!
Have you completely lost your wits, Rosmarine? I'm sorry, Elise. I knew you had a bird's nest for a brain, but this is too much. Oh my gosh. Elise kind of hitting her with the... You could maybe buy off a certain muffin. Oh, good point. Thank you, Silver Changeling. I suppose that's possible. Damn, Elise being kind of a little bit... Oh... well... You better take that back, Elise. You know what you did. I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to. I was chasing after Flock, you see.
For goodness sake!
For goodness sake, Rosmarine. Rosmarine? How about Rosmarine? Why not let him frolic about? That's what goats do. He took the laundry I was tending to right out of my hands. I couldn't let him ruin your sheets. Alright. Well, you have a point, but I'm upset about it. Truth is, we made a complete mess of it. I don't even want to think about Father Hans's reaction.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to trouble you. Forget it, Rosmarine. It's alright. Oh... I'm telling you, it's fine, Rosmarine. I feel all I've done so far is trouble you. Which isn't a complete lie now, is it? Elise, you better take that back. Oh... Yeah, I do enjoy your company, so... Please. Anyhow, we ought to keep our stories straight. Maybe if we tell them I came to lend you a hand with work?
This is it!
That's it, Rosmarine. Huh?
Alright?
Alright, listen carefully. Your grandmother is Granny Hall's auntie, the one that never came to visit. That makes you my distant cousin of sorts, you see?
Yes.
Yes. You came about to meet me, but we could have simply bumped into each other. And you asked me if I knew anyone named Hall.
I'm sorry,
I don't understand, Elise. How does that relate to what I said? Why, you liked Keeperberg so much you wanted to stay and lend a hand. Oh. So I wasn't blackmailed by you into working as your maid. You're a kind, charitable, loving soul who wants to help with the festival of her own volition without being under duress. That'll keep them from asking too many questions, I'd wager. I think that's a great idea, Elise. We're cousins now, okay?
alright?
This being said, Rosmarine, you're going home right after nightfall, you hear? I don't want you hanging around these folks too much.
Yes,
Alright, Elise.
I did it!
We're making it happen right now, then. Let's go.
Yes!
Yes. Oh, this is wonderful. I'm loving the developing shape of their relationship. She's so willing. Elise is like, you can do what you want during the day, but at night, you're cleaning my house and going back to the attic. And Rose and Marina is like, yes, of course, hee hee. I love it. Alright, there we go. Muffy is done for now. There's not a thing she can ask for that we won't have. You know, if I was a wandering black mage and Inojo-sama was like, hey, Hollowbel, you made a mess of my things. You're going to sleep in my attic from now on and clean my house. I would be like, I'm pretty sure I would be like, that sounds lovely, actually. I'm in. Her sprites are all so good. I love the way her hair flows behind her like a cape. It's really cute, isn't it? This is a great series of sprites. There are many mysteries to uncover in Keeperberg. She could do some more, chores and housework and such, but... Oh, actually, let me take care of... Her hunger is getting rather notable. Lebkuchen's Bakery? Huh. It's called Lebkuchen's Bakery, so a Lebkuchen is a type of pastry, but... Does Lebkuchen work here? Is this her mom? Or her grandmother or something? It seems like a pretzel is maybe the most efficient food to buy. This is her grandmother. Oh, perfect. She named the store after her granddaughter. That's so lovely. Hooray.
What is this?
This is another prayer. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified be thy name. I beg thou for a sign, a testimony to my plea. May you accept this offering, the remnants of thy miracle. Kieferberg welcomes thy blessings, thy guidance. Someone must be leaving these around. But who? Find proof of our faith up at the peaks, buried within the windmill that once was. The old windmill up in the mountains. Okay, so I'm kind of wondering about... There's some quests that are like, they mention, later, investigate the notes further. So I'd like to do that, but I see that it does say later, so maybe I can't do that right away? I could go up to this... I can't tell if this is like a windmill up there, the one that's being referred to, or... My guess is that whatever this event is, I can't really do it yet. But I'd like to try at least, to understand why. It's nice just running around in these spaces too, even if it's like from place to place. Can always check the area for free. Thank you. That makes sense. The windmill that once was. This is it, surely, but I can't move this out of the way. Maybe I should come back some other day. Okay, so that's why. Alright. Well, now that we've done this... So we could help Yugen with the chickens or play Kiss the Rat with the kids. What the heck is Kiss the Rat? I'm feeling as though... This seems like a devious little game, so I want to check it out. I have nothing against kissing rats, of course. But it sounds a bit like a trick. Kiss the Rat is fun for the whole family, as long as your family is 5 small children. Rose and Marine can help. You can bring her along to help you with tasks and get better rewards. It'll cost you 3 bread each time, but she'll make tasks easier and avoid raising suspicion. Oh my gosh, I want to... It'll cost 3 bread. My bread is... I only have 3 bread. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. I told you, I know what I saw. What did you tell these two, Melissa? Maybe it's best we don't annoy her, Elise. You shush it, Rosemarine. Oh, won't you and your cousin play Kiss the Rat with us, Elise? Not now. How do you... I see a little Rosemarine over here. How do we... Let me eat one of these. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll have to make sure to, have another bread in time for Muffin. Actually, I'm going to go back and get another bread now, because I'm really nervous that I'm not going to have one, and it's going to be what, Muffin requires. And then I'll be done for. Maybe if I sell this toy horse. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go play Kiss the Rat with the kids. They probably won't pay her for playing Kiss the Rat. I think that it's kind of funny that Rosin Marine lowers suspicion. Oh, Elise. I'll go call Groon. Gross. I don't want this stinky rat anywhere near me. So Hollowbel paid off Muffin last stream, but I got the thing that Muffy wanted wrong, which resulted in her apparently blabbing to some of the villagers. So I gotta make sure that I have the right item for her. Welcome, Zero Alec. It's wild that Square Enix published, like, this particular indie game. It's like... It's interesting. It's kind of surprising, isn't it? It's a really cool game. Let's see. So what is Kiss the Rat about? It looks like Rosin Marine is in this one, too. Blue Pass and Yellow Pass? What is this about? There's blue and yellow? Ah! You have to hit it as it... Oh! This is hard. Ah! This is quite the tricky game. Oh! Yeah, this game is tough. Score 127, rank C. I need to try this again. This is quite the challenging game, but... Ah! I'm done for! Alright. I've got the timing. No, I don't! This is easy. A small child could play this game with ease. Well, actually, I guess the small children are playing this game with ease. I'm the one who's struggling. Ah! Need to adjust to the timing. Oh.
You can swing a little bit early, but not too early. Oh my gosh! Rosmarine helped! But she couldn't save me from my own foolishness. Oh. Well, I got a C again. At least it wasn't worse. I can't continue. Ugh, I give up. You pass? Really? That was a pass?
It's a tie, huh? Crane left already, but you can have this, Elise. It's from the two of us.
Is this how you two are spending your allowance?
Oh, I feel bad for taking it.
Well, I don't. I've had it with this game. You and me both, Elise. These get degrees. The sun is setting. You know what time that means.
It's best you head on home now, Rosmarine.
Folks have had enough of you for one day. Elise is so... oh my gosh. She's really...
Oh, it was so much fun, Elise.
If you say so.
I'll see you at home then.
Oh, I saw a little stinker. Hello? Hello?
Puppy.
It's you! It's pretzel time, Elise.
Goodness sake.
Oh, spare me, Maggie. I've waited all day, Elise. You promised me a pretzel. I promised you no such thing.
Ah, I'm telling Father Hans then.
Just you wait. Mappy. Good luck with that, Mindy. I've already introduced her to everyone myself. It wasn't her doing, it was me, by the way. Oh, my poor beggar cousin, Rosmarine. They fell right for it, every single one of them. She's not your cousin? This is a very good face. Golly, Elise, even I fell for it. No, you've got it all wrong. What I meant was... Oh, I'd best go let all those folks know, huh? Oh, if only you'd give me a pretzel. You keep your wretched mouth shut, Mindy, or else! Dare tell a soul about any of this and you're good as dead! That's what I thought. Oh, and it's fresh, too. You're so generous, Elise.
Alright.
Are we clear, Murphy? As long as you give me some more as long as you give me some grape juice tomorrow. So I can drown you in it? Got it. Eek. Oh, it actually... so she actually lowers suspicion. I see. Thank you, Silver Changeling. You love my Muffy voice? Oh, thank you, Tristy. Oh my gosh. I'm happy. It's fun to voice a little stinker. That's part of why I enjoy voicing Elise so much, by the way. I'd best make certain I keep some aside for her tomorrow. Oh, a summer child would do you no good anyhow. What is a summer what? And you, Elise? What about me, Miss Brunhild? Old Hollowbel brought her to Kieferberg in the summer, I believe. She told me I was born a few weeks after the summer solstice.
How are you to know when you were born? Granny Hall ought to have known, Miss Lorelei. You were adopted, to be fair, but... Oh, but weren't you brought here as a baby? She was, so I suppose old Hall couldn't have been wrong. I can't say it's very polite of you to be discussing such things. I'm sorry, Elise. I was asking them about the townsfolk. With my baby coming and everything. You always take everything so seriously, Elise. Oh my gosh, some of these townspeople are incredibly unpleasant. 3 goblin extortionists in a patchouli costume, oh my gosh. Muffy is a... Speaking of in a patchouli costume, I saw a really cute art by one of the artists who worked on this game the other day where Muffy is borrowing Rosemary's outfit, and then she drew another picture of Rosemary who has to wear Muffy's outfit. It was very cute. If I take a break, maybe I can go find it for you all. Welcome, Sandra, by the way. How was your stream earlier this morning? I didn't stop by, but I know you were playing Mega Man as usual. Good. Oh, it's Welma again. Oh, it's you. Elise, was it? Oh, she's so... It went well. Glad to hear it. Hehe. I'm sure it's late. Well, thank you for stopping by anyway. There we go. Grape juice. I already have a healing item, but I'd kind of rather get... Are you sure that's all, sweetheart? Goodbye, Miss Welma. I'll be here if you need me, darling. Welma is so... She's kind of dreamy. It feels like the creators of this game knew. They knew she was dreamy. Oh, that windstorm was a dreadful thing. I see we're still blabbering on about that windstorm. Tell me about it, Elise. You two ought to take this very seriously. Old Stefan warned us, on his deathbed no less. That's why we can't trust his word, old Jockin. Old Stefan passed too early, that's what... Let old Stefan rest. What was it he said that was so important anyhow? Nonsense, Elise. That's what. You foolish folks will never learn. It's only natural you don't know, Elise. You were young. Old Stefan warned us of the arrival of the witch, no less. That Kieferberg would undergo many trials, that we would all... Oh, for goodness sake. You're starting to sound like Elise, Marlin. What's that supposed to mean, you? It's best we walk away, lass. These old folks will never learn. Marlene is nice. You can't be straining yourself like that, Muriel. Is everything alright? Oh, my tilt's making too much of it, Elise. It's an awful lot of work, Muriel, and you're not as young as you used to be. Oh, but what would I be doing with my time if not lending a hand for the festival? I'm slower than I was in my youth, but I can still be of help. You could always share some of the workload with Freya, Miss Muriel. I couldn't even lend a finger, not with this tremor of mine. Oh, we aren't what we used to be, are we, Mactilde? That were not old lass. Used to. I'm gonna think about that. Yeah, it's interesting seeing, like, the in-groups and the out-groups, who they spend time with. It was kind of nice to see another, townsperson who was a little bit done with some of their shit. Character trait triangle graph for this game, but the 3 axes are is your mom, you wish was your mom, and calls you mom. Alright, alright. I like the way you think, Sandra. I think the sweet spot is numbers 2 and 3 at the same time. Well, how are the characters looking so far? Does Rosmarine call you mom? Or is she Elise's mom? She does all of the chores for Elise, but also she does everything that Elise tells her to do. So it's a complicated sort of relationship, maybe? Anyway, I love those two. Let's see. Okay, so we could, ignore all of our romantic dates. But I'm afraid that even though, I've rather fallen for Elise Rosmarine, I really think that, it's important to spend some time with all of them. So, knowing that it won't lock us out of a given character's ending. Knowing that it won't lock us out of Rosmarine's ending, if we choose this, I would like to spend some time. With Lebkuchen. I'm gonna create a little save point here, because... just in case. There she is. I'll spend some time with her. You'll start to grow roots standing there all day, Lebkuchen. Might make for a rather pretty flower, don't you think? She's... For goodness sake. Elise blushing at that. Lebkuchen's nice. A little cheery for this time of day, don't you think? You're the one who's had an eventful day, Elise. Too eventful for my taste, even. There's plenty to tell me about then, isn't there? Why, I think not. Oh. I came here to spend time with you, Leb.
Elise.
Elise. Now sit. Sit? Right there. Sit, sit. Hello? Now this is what I came here for. To use my non-childhood friend as a lap pillow. Sit right down, Leb. Hello? Beats standing, wouldn't you say? Oh my gosh. I spoil you a little too much, I say. Not like I'd have it any other way, anyhow. You're telling me all about it later, Elise. About those shoes, and about that lass. Alright, alright. Maybe Christianity isn't so bad after all. Not one more word about this nonsense now, you hear? Fine. Still, Elise, I thought you knew. Knew what? about what happened earlier today. Oh, it's probably best I tell you about it later. Lebkuchen? I see.
For goodness sake!
To think you're a proper nun. More like an imp. That's right. She is like that. I love this. I love her. I love Lebkuchen. You're truly so easy to tease, Elise. I feel like this one feels a little bit more teased to me, so don't tell me if you don't want to, Leb. There's nothing to tell, Elise. I know you, Lebkuchen, but I won't force you. You can tell me when you're ready. Whenever that is. Well, I'll be waiting for you by the fountain tomorrow afternoon, so...
See you later, Elise.
Don't be late, Elise. Aww. I wonder what happened. Why can't she be honest with me? This is making me more frustrated than it should. Oh. This tragic situation where they're, like, close enough for Elise to be, resting her head on Lebkuchen's lap as a nightly sort of thing. But, poor Lebkuchen is tangled up with the church. There are things that she can't say, things that she's afraid to say. It's like that, isn't it? It feels like it anyway.
On your way home, Elise?
Quite late, I'm aware. Our fellas are out on patrol for a reason, lass.
I'm still not certain it's for a good reason, if I'm honest.
Me too, Mr. Gustav. I must say, I don't quite see the use for it. Gustav here just doesn't want to make the rounds, I think.
I'd say getting a good night's sleep would do us all better, is all. Old Jockin's preaching does more harm than good.
He could be right for all we know.
I struggle to fear something I haven't yet seen, Wilhelm.
Truly, there's no such thing as a witch.
My only comfort is knowing it'll keep Freya well rested.
You saved right before the event, right? Sometimes the choices are pretty hard to figure out. One moment, actually. I'm going to... What if I put this save after it? Can that actually turn out differently? I want to try doing that event again and choose the other choice and see if it, like, goes any differently, because... just to get a better understanding of the sorts of things that can happen. Alright, here it comes again.
Elise.
Oh my gosh. The angel's singing. Ha.
Lebkuchen! For goodness sake!
You'd better not be hiding anything from me. You get to keep secrets, yet I don't.
Lebkuchen!
So there is something. I wouldn't say I'm keeping it from you, but... You'll think I'm untrusting, Elise. What? You see, I've been thinking about you. All of Kieferberg knows you won't stay here forever. Will you? That's a different issue altogether, Elise. Seems to me they're quite the same, if I'm honest. I wonder what she meant by this. Shares a lot of DNA with RPG Maker games that can be pretty punishing. That's very good to know, thank you. I'm quite familiar, so... even for a recent game, it still has that edge to it. That's kinda nice. But it does mean I'll need to save often. Be that as it may, what am I to do when you're gone, Elise? You're... how to put it? Your only comfort in this dull place. Oh, Elise! You're also very much irritating. Like an imp, I'd say. To be honest, I agree. I think Elise is the more impish one here. Am I now? Terribly so. Didn't think I could read you this easily, did you? I might just throw you in the well at this rate. I might drown, Leb. Then you'd really be left without me.
Oh,
Elise. I'm well aware, Lebkuchen. You're not the only one who thinks fondly of what we have, but... It doesn't mean we can't be together someplace else, does it? Oh my gosh. Elise! If you go around saying these sorts of things... You hadn't thought of it like that, had you? Anyhow... She's an entitled little gremlin and she's right for it, that's for sure. I'll be waiting for you by the fountain tomorrow afternoon. Don't be late, Elise.
I see.
For goodness sake. Oh, interesting. Did I not receive the heart piece for the other conversation? I see. Erica, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is, Lebkuchen? Like the treat, I mean? Okay, so there's a next in the story have dinner with Rose and Marine, and then don't forget, meet Lebkuchen in the bakery. Well, I do need more food, so... You gotta be aware of this for all the dates. Make sure to get the heart pieces, I see. It's rather... There we go. Oh, here she... Okay, I need bakery. I need pretzel. Oh, her little, like, jumping up to the counter is really cute. It's gingerbread. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. I could go for some Lebkuchen right now. I'm sure Elise could too. Well, fortunately she's going to get some. Don't you start, Lebkuchen. I am not explaining myself again. My lips are sealed. You can stand there looking at me all you want. She's a rather sweet lass, I must say. Oh no. Oh no. Lebkuchen. This is a hard one. I know you, Elise. She's my cousin. There's nothing more to it. Oh, could you say that again? She's, you know... No, I don't know, Elise. That's why I'm asking. Now that we got that out of the way, won't you tell me who she is? She says she's a traveler. I found her hiding in my granary on Saturday. A traveler? I'm not convinced either, Leb. But I felt sorry for the poor lass. She says she'll be leaving right after the festival, so it's only temporary. What does she come here to do? She won't tell me much herself. I had no intention of bringing her to Keeperberg, but she graced us with her presence, I suppose. I had to think of something right there and then. Elise. I shouldn't be housing a stranger, let alone put myself in harm's way for her, but... I understand, Elise. Oh, Leb. I also understand what you're telling me is a half-truth at best. Oh my gosh, I actually really like their dynamic too. The fact that Elise can, like, or that Lebkuchen can kind of, like, tell when Elise is, like, fibbing and dancing around the truth, and, like, she won't let her get away with it. Here's your bread. You'll let me know if you need more, won't you? Oh, I feel bad. I trust you all the same, Elise. You don't have to help me, Leb. You know that. Yet here I am. Oh my gosh. I actually really, really like Lebkuchen. Look at me, Elise. I do trust you. I need you to know that. It's really good. Lebkuchen is good dishing out the sass, and that's so good for Elise. Yeah, definitely. Hey, stay out of trouble now. I'll see you tomorrow. It's nice that I feel like she understands her well enough. Like, Lebkuchen, I feel like Freya kind of, like, wants to make Elise happy, and Rosmarine just kind of really straightforwardly likes her, but I feel like Lebkuchen's, like, trust in her feels different. It feels like it's based on, like, an understanding of Elise and her complications and, like, imperfections, you know? And that feels... It's a trust and respect that's, like... It's fuller, you know? I hate lying to her like that. I should keep this under wraps. For Lebkuchen's sake now, too. Lebkuchen and Elise are like religious trauma and small-town trauma vibes. Or small-town trauma buddies. Yeah, it feels like it. It does feel like it. Where is this? What is this place? Was this a place from the start of the game, maybe? The woodland. I bet you come back here at the very end of the game. But maybe you go to the castle instead. I think that would make sense. There you are, Elise. It's quite late, isn't it?
For goodness sake.
Spare me the earful, Rosmarine. What's there to sweep out here after nightfall, anyhow? Oh,
Sorry.
I was keeping myself busy until you came home, is all. And Flock here was amusing himself chasing after the broom.
Look.
Weren't you, Flock? What's for supper then?
Yes.
Oh, I made grape soup. Soup? I figured we could both use something hearty. We have eggs! What about the eggs?
Of course.
I cooked those too. I thought we could toast some of yesterday's bread to have with them. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry,
Did I do something wrong? Eggy toast ought to be enough for today, I suppose. Let's head inside, Rosemary. What? It's nothing. Does she have something against grapes? Does she not like grapes? It's tastier than it looks, isn't it? Could have been worse, that's for certain. Anything tastes good when you're hungry, I find. Aw, poor Rosemarine. I figure that's not an uncommon occurrence for her as a traveler. I suppose today went well, all things considered. I best keep an eye on her, lest those folks...
I'm sorry,
Say, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you something. Huh? Those shoes you found this morning,
Now that you mention it,
what about them? You still haven't told me much about them. She's very lovable. She definitely is. I've seen them before in my dreams. A long time ago. In your... dreams?
I'm sorry,
Elise, is there something you're not telling me?
uh,
I don't know where to start, Rosmarine. I've been avoiding thinking about it, but this morning in Kieferberg,
it's fate, Elise.
Our fates, Elise. They're finally starting to align. Huh? Oh, never mind.
Rose and Marine.
I saw an old hag, Rosmarine. She told me about this patron saint in the woods. That he grants folks wishes if they bring him gifts. So it's true after all. You've heard about all this before. Carry on, carry on. She said I must bring him 3 gifts. The tender flesh, sweetest nectar, and good company. Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. What else did she say? Did she mention your fate? She is really into the idea of their fates being intertwined. For goodness sake, Rosemarine. You're scaring me with all this nonsense. There's nothing to be afraid of, Elise.
You know,
How do you know about all this? It's an old folk tale my granny used to tell me. A folk tale? Carry on now. What else did she say? She mentioned finding a dwelling in the woods. That he will grant my wish if I bring him the 3 gifts made from these testaments. Maybe I should be saying he and him like the Fire Lord, you know? If you aren't here for that one, don't worry about it. The Fire Lord. You told her your wish, didn't you? I did, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's... Don't tell me.
I'm
You
sorry.
can't tell other folks about your wish, Elise.
Out with it.
Rosemarine, you have to tell me what's going on.
Oh,
All I know is what my granny told me, but... Thank you, Silver Changeling. I can tell you all about it, Elise. I can help you.
Rose and Marine.
Rosemarine, I need to think about this. I'll be here tidying up. You can ask me anything you'd like. All right. Rosemarine. You don't have to look so frightened, Elise. This is all very overwhelming is all. Oh, Elise. Isn't fate such a wonderful thing? Enough of that, Rosemarine. What are these testaments and gifts? Of course. In order to meet him, you're going to have to gather the testaments to your resolve. These are tools and ingredients you'll have to use when crafting the gifts. It's common courtesy to bring your host nice gifts when visiting, isn't it? Huh. There's also the trials, but I can tell all about his folktale later. Alright then. For now, I want to know... what is the tender flesh? That's a little concerning. I don't quite like the sound of it, but... Oh, you're the one making it sound bad, Elise. The tender flesh represents your body. The vessel for your soul, so to speak. A representation of my own flesh, then. All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. Huh? It's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. It can be a nail clipping, or a strand of hair. What's important is the connection between you and the symbolic vessel. A symbolic vessel. Rosemarine. That's a little concerning. What is the sweetest nectar? It's not as though I don't have an idea, but I don't quite like it. It represents your vitality, Elise. Your essence. You don't mean... All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. A part of my mortal body, huh? I know what you're thinking, Elise. That could be it, if that's what you're inclined to bring him, but... Would they really do that? What is it, Rosemarine? These are meant as proof of your resolve, first and foremost. Oh, like blood, probably. It's your determination that's most important, Elise. Huh? Rosemarine. Rosemarine is a bit of a... How do I put this? She's a little bit... I like her quite a bit. Don't worry, Elise. You just need to bring a bit of blood and a lock of your hair. What is the good company? I don't know what to think of this one. You should meet him when your soul is at its most vulnerable, Elise. At its most vulnerable? Granny used to say, good company brings one's innermost self to light. One's true face, in other words. Rosemarine, I'm not sure I understand. Why, it's love, Elise. Love? Love reveals all, wouldn't you say? I suppose. I need time to think. Rosemarine is just a sweetheart, clearly. Yeah, she's definitely a sweetheart. But it's exciting how eagerly she talks about this stuff. I still can't wrap my head around this nonsense, Rosemarine. That's alright, Elise. I'll be here if you have any more questions. I think I need a moment. Bringing him gifts made out of my own mortal body. I don't know about this. And I'm supposed to find these somewhere? But where? Okay, I guess she didn't specifically say it was blood. Or any other bodily fluids. It could be something else.
Maybe it represents her, but she gets it from around town somewhere. Still. Elise. Whoops. What is it, Rosmarine? I still haven't told you much about myself, but please do, please do. I'll be outside in the granary if you want to talk more. I'll think about it, Rosmarine. Hello? Rosenmarine? Oh, that was her last match. Just another girl with a wish. Doesn't everyone have a wish or two? Not all that meet him do. I was once what you'd call the good company, despite these red shoes. Okay, so this golden girl was the one who used to wear these shoes that Elise now has. The little goody two shoes. She was the little goody before this. And she was the good company, and now she, it seems like she had her head, cut off or something like that? That's a little bit... What happens to the good company, exactly? The object of her affections, I suppose. Of whose affections? Paul? What are you talking about? I was forsaken in his den by the one I loved. Whoever you bring to keep him company, bear in mind, this will be their fate. I don't want that! No! The good company. I don't like this. I am not bringing Rosmarine to meet him. I won't be doing that. This company is no good at all. I refuse. I knew you'd come about, Elise. You seem to know everything, don't you? Not at all, but feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Alright, well... Who are you, Rosmarine? You haven't told me enough about yourself. Well, how to say... I'm a strong believer in fate, Elise. Fate, you say? I've dreamed about you. About Kieferberg, your home, your shoes. Ever since I was born, I've known my fate was with you, Elise. I don't understand, Rosmarine. Those dreams were premonitions, I'm certain. They stopped the night I reached Kieferberg, which can only mean that I'm currently living out my own fate. By your side, Elise. I'm a little bit concerned that she actually wants it. I'm a little bit concerned that Rosenmarine is actually, she was talking about the good company. I'm, a little bit concerned that she is talking about the good company eagerly because she believes anyway that her fate is to be, brought to Elise and sacrificed for the sake of this ritual. And she's into it. She's prepared for, stuff. She's prepared for something that sounds like stuff. I don't want that for her, though. Even if I have to drag her away kicking and screaming, I don't want it. I find that very difficult to believe, Rosmarine. I know it all sounds very strange, but... my granny taught me everything I know, you see? She's into it, and good for her. You know, I can't blame her. But that doesn't mean I'll condone it.
About nature, about the cosmos, faith, and about the woodland.
The woodland, you say?
She told me all sorts of tales from the past. About our community, about its origin, and our patroness, Walpurga. Rosemarine, that's rather... Isn't it such a coincidence? Both of our patronesses have the same name? It has to be fate, Elise.
I'm not too sure about that.
You see, some things had yet to make sense to me until recently. I didn't understand my own dreams for a long, long time. Or why I could sense, see, and feel things unspoken.
Rosemarine.
Why folks called us foul names. Or why Granny preferred to sleep under the stars most nights.
I see. I see.
Yet it all fell into place, Elise, as she told me it would. Fate will guide you if you let it. All you have to do is trust your instincts.
I suppose. Alright, well... I guess I can ask about this guy.
You said your granny used to tell you this folktale. He's a patron saint, Elise. He grants folks wishes for a heavy price.
A heavy price, huh?
He, whose name has been lost to time, is a benevolent entity. It's said...
I'm not going to keep doing the voice, it's a little tiring.
He can grant folks wishes if they show him their resolve. Firstly, you ought to acknowledge his invitation to meet him.
The shoes, I suppose.
That's the only explanation.
Okay, so the shoes are what's tying her and him.
If you do, he will then welcome you to his trials.
Trials?
If you do clear them, and show him your resolve by doing so, he will give you a testament.
Oh, interesting. So this is like maybe something different than presumably whatever the ending is. These trials lead you to, him. But he gives you a testament that he'll then accept later, I guess? Alright.
You will then have to use the testaments to craft him gifts.
Oh, I see how it is.
And go out into the woods, gifts in hand, on the night of a full moon to summon him.
It sounds an awful lot like a cautionary tale.
Oh, but we're now finding out it's more than that, aren't we?
I suppose. I'll have to find out for myself whether that's true or not. Go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I wonder if there's anything you can do with Freya tonight, but I don't see anything on the map. Cautionary schmautionary. That's right. She thinks it's exciting. I wonder what goes in this basket. I wonder what sort of things might end up inside this basket she's got. Maybe she doesn't have it yet? Maybe she'll get it later. And something will fill it up. Gifts, huh? I'd best go to bed. I'll make sense of all this tomorrow. The time is now.
For goodness sake!
I can't sleep. I can't stop thinking about all this nonsense. Everything that old hag told me about the testaments, the gifts, about him, what Rosmarine told me too. I find it hard to believe, but maybe it's true. If I do gather these testaments, if I do find my way to him, maybe I can finally leave this wretched town and live the life I'm meant to live.
Now that you mention it...
Start anew, someplace far, far away. This could very well be my chance for happiness.
Let's go!
I ought to at least try. I have to go to the woodland and find out, right now. That seems like a dangerous idea. Interesting. There's an option to use bread. I wonder what that's about. Is there something here? This is... Oh, this is her, isn't she? The golden girl? I wonder. This might be the girl whose ghost showed up. In which case, probably Hull was the one to sacrifice her a long time ago. Beatrice? The best time to confront your fate was 20 years ago. The second best time is... Wait, how late is it? Girl, have you considered settling for third best? Let me see. Where do we go from here? Down the well. No, that's not it. I think if we're going to the woods... Where is that? This way? Kind of like that unicorn tapestry? Which... was there a treasure chest there? Maybe that's just like a... You put your shoes in there? Let me save. The unicorn rests in a garden. Looks like... Oh, it does. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, this definitely looks with, like, the rendering of the plants as well, like they were channeling this just a bit. The Golden Girl and Hull are related then, or the same person? Oh, they could be. I was thinking of, Erica, I was thinking that, like, the Golden Girl might have been, like, Hull's sacrifice. Like, maybe, Hull is in the position of, like, Elise, and the Golden Girl is in the position of, Rosmarine or Lebkuchen or Freya or whoever. But it could be that way too, somehow. Let's see if what that old hag said is true.
Keep it together, Elise.
I have to at least give it a try. This is RPG Maker. So this is the woodland. I ought to find him. I ought to be brave. I like this. Oh, what's this?
What is this?
What is this wretched place? I'd best be careful. This could be dangerous. Well, what's this little thing that they're checking out over here on the ground? What? Scary. Oh no, I don't like this. Ow. Ointment. Maybe there's some way I could drive them away. A candle holder? I'm out of matches, I'm afraid. If I needed matches to do this, that would be very unfortunate. Save often? Okay, I did save earlier. She must see this through, but would they really trap her here? Ugh. Maybe if I tried to use the lantern next to one of these? No, that doesn't work. Actually, maybe if I use the lantern? It doesn't seem to be working, huh? Oh. This is a bit... I feel like... if I did this one, I'd probably leave something in here for, silly girls who came in here without any matches, but... unfortunately... oh. There's some matches further in. Let's see. This is a little tricky. Oh, wonderful. Good night, Koja. Thank you for stopping by. And you take care as well. I'll make sure to upload the video. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I can do anything without any matches, so I'm going to reload. This feels a little bit bad, but I probably should have saved. I overwrote my save before this, and I can see now that that was a bad call. I was like, I surely, like, got this far. I don't need to have, like, had anything else prepared, but it appears that wasn't the case. There we go. Keep your hunger high when possible? Like your bread meter, or like to be hungry intentionally? I feel like your bread meter high. Cool. Thanks. Interesting. Okay, thank you. I'll do that then. Alright, there'll be a bit of going back through and seeing some familiar things, but I'll try to fast forward through them. If you have a low bread meter in the morning, you can get locked into a morning event sometimes. Oh, I see. So you don't want to, like, end the night hungry. Ah. This was a really good conversation. Aw, Lepkuhan. I really like her.
know I really like Rosenrain too, but... Please save now before entering witching hour. Okay, thank you. I will actually, I will do these conversations, but then before getting into the witching hour, I will save. The fast-forwarding animations are nice. Alright, let's go and save the game before we proceed any further. The witching hour.
For goodness sake! Now that you mention it... Let's go!
Alright, almost back.
Keep it together, Elise.
Oh, I see. The moths. Or the butterflies. The bugs don't like the flame. Yeah, it was a really nice track.
What is this?
What is this wretched place? So her lantern is lit right now. There. How do I draw these moths? Ah! That hurt. This got their attention, I suppose. Better be careful moving forward. This looks like... Who could this be? Wait! No! 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 That couldn't be... Does this look like... Have you met the witch? She's so very eager to meet you again. Would you believe? Doesn't this look like Muffin? Maybe I'm wrong, but... It looks like a muffin to me. The witch, you say? Your paths are bound to cross before long, but... I have my doubts you'll last long in the Black Wilderness. Wait, what in the Lord's name? That's... Oh... This is definitely, like... old. But that character still looks like Muffy. It might just be a coincidence, I don't know. Well, if it's old, then that probably wasn't Muffy. There we go. Thankfully it's not Muffin. Oh, thank goodness. Look like Marnie's clothes? Marnie. Oh, that's fun. You can jump down ledges. This is an RPG Maker game. Okay, I'm going to go get that later. I see a golden aura over there. A mushroom! Yay! Over there, huh? Here. Oh, it's another girl. There are a lot of different golden girls. So far, all of them have been different. Take heed, she's taking advantage of you. Who is? That creature. She goes hungry. Are you talking about Molly? It's you she wants. Your flesh. Are you talking about Molly? The witch? Don't allow her to interfere with your wish. How would she interfere exactly? Molly hungers. Wait. Her interference, she says. Who is she referring to? Which one was that? Oh, here we go. A normal item. I wonder who she was referring to, though. Was she referring to Rosenmarine? Using her because she's really into the idea of being sacrificed?
What in the Lord's name?
There's so many... I must find a way to distract them. There is a save point here. Let's use the save point. It's definitely... Where are we supposed to take these moths? There we go. This is so scary. Okay. Is there... Oh, that's nice. Okay, so there are more matches out here if you're silly and failed to bring any along with you, but... Oh, whoops. Why can't I light this? How strange. That's really scary. So this pattern on the floor... It's... There are these 6 circles. And the scaffold that looks like a tree. Looking up here, there's a drawing that looks similar, but the numbers are different. A doe's remains. Could these be gifts, maybe? I like these flowers. A lot of save points. They look like people, but what is this thing that they're around? Maybe it's the maple? How? They did not particularly... Okay. Oh. She lights her lantern automatically here. No, I can't do it like that. I don't get it. I've drawn them to there, but... it doesn't look like that's enough. She suggests drawing them to the doe's carcass, but... it didn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe I light the carcass on fire? Maybe I need to do this and then interact with it? No, it seems like... oh, so like, you draw them here, run, and then hit this. But now I'm trapped. That's tricky. Thank you, Silver Changeling. I think that for now, this is probably alright, but I'll definitely ask you for hints. Grape juice. What is this? Ooh, I wonder what this could be coming out of this hole in the wall. It looks like... maybe if I... like that. Then I can go past here and into... what is this? There are a lot of golden girls here. We golden maidens aren't to be sneered at. You'll understand in time, I'm certain. Why would you say that? You can't possibly think he'll give you his blessing. I was told otherwise. Oh, such naivete. How amusing you are. I can't wait to welcome you. What an infuriating character. This is a little bit tricky, but it's working out. They're devouring that thing, huh? Lure them all here. Oh, okay, so we need to make a big katamari of all of the butterflies. And one more. This feels a little bit dangerous, but... there we go. That's enough. The maypole is a long person without a head. Ooh. Hello? I'm not touching that. I'm going to... oh, here's a save point. I feel like... I'm gonna save. Welcome, Silver Songbird. Can I, like... avoid that? Can I not interact with that? I think I'm just gonna keep on going, if that's okay. Can I get out of here, maybe? Can I walk out? Can I go all the way back to town? Well, it's fine. You've come to me at last. Don't be frightened, Elise. Come closer. Hee hee hee.
What is this?
You've done well to find your way into these woods. It's imperative, Elise, that you listen to me closely. He's once more trying to take you away from me, but not for long. Who is this speaking? It looks like her severed head, but... take you away from me. This looks like something exciting. Take this basket now. You ought to gather the gifts in it, Elise. The gifts, you say? Find your way to him, deeper into this grove of mine. Only then may your wish come to fruition, my beloved. What are you? I will guide you to him, Elise. You ought to trust my word. Your precious wish will be safe with me. How am I to find him? You, Elise, are my kin. My triumph, my beloved progeny. Is this like... Was this her mother, maybe? What he's done to me is no matter. All I want is you. Well, whatever is in here, I don't need it anymore. Gross. This basket's mine now. I will allow him and his pets into my woodland once more. I see, it's this woman again. I will allow him to tempt you, to toy with you. What are you? All for the greater good, my beloved. So that we can be reunited. So that I can bear life in my womb once more.
I'm losing my wits!
I need to get out of here!
So I can retrieve what's mine.
Oh, this stinks. I don't like this. Fuck this! Okay, that's definitely blocked off, but I don't really know how to... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to... Okay, I just have these couple of mushrooms, but that'll have to do. Oh, there's a path through the wall there. What? I don't much care for this. Well, I'm almost out of health, so that's not great. Oh, half a heart. All that matters is the last hit point. What in the Lord's name? What was that thing?
Keep it together, Elise.
I need to get a grip and go home to Rosemarine. Gifts menu. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh my gosh, I like her little portrait up at the top. She looked like shit. Flock, what are you doing here? Oh my god. Okay, so Flock is like a little goat. I think that, Rosemarine, like, found him in the woods or something like that. That's definitely... Yeah, Harmless, you're right. Definitely the sort of, that's definitely him, right? They're referring to... Oh, that's nice! I thought you'd be in the granary or out and about. Oh, goodness. I don't feel so good. What is it, Flock? I don't like the way he's staring at me. What are you...
Elise. Rose and Marine?
What are you doing here? Oh, Flock, you're so silly.
Fuck.
I was... The witch did welcome him back into the woods, it's true. I was out on a walk. This late at night? What is it, Flock? Come, let's go home, Rosemarine. I don't want to stay here a minute longer.
Oh, but
Elise, wait. Oh. It's morning already. I suppose I really did go to the woodland, didn't I? I don't know what to think of all that, but both Rosemarine and the old hag, neither were lying, it seems. That witch definitely seemed to be, like, her mother, or Hall, or both, or something like that. I ought to pull myself together. It's best I head out to work for now. I'll lose my wits if I keep... Oh my god. Rosemarine and Flock, what are they doing out there? I wonder if Rosemarine knows about Flock, about what he's done. This is a little unpleasant. This is a good sprite. I like this one. Oh my gosh. Well, she's not getting any better like this, I'm afraid. Find Rosemarine is next in the story, but also we can investigate the notes further. I could really use some health. You two are always making merry, huh?
good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Elise. Good morning to you too, Flock. I picked up some mushrooms this morning, Elise. We can have them for breakfast.
You know,
Say, Rosemarine, have you considered that your little goat friend is literally Satan? You put Flock away in the granary last night, right?
Of course.
Of course. I think he's taken a liking to it, too. I always leave the door a little ajar, just in case.
I see.
Is that so?
Elise.
Is everything alright, Elise? You seemed to be on edge last night, too. It's nothing, Rosemarine. I had strange dreams is all. I know you went to the woods, Elise. I know you went to the woods, Elise.
Sorry,
You don't have to tell me about it, but... You know now, don't you? That I'm speaking the truth.
Elise.
Anyhow, come along. Let's head to work. You're taking me to town? We have to stick to our story, don't we? Come now, let's head to town.
Elise.
Wait for me, Elise. This prancing little stinker. I was wondering, is there anything we can do in this place in the back with, like... Can we plant things here? I should save.
Oh, it's... I've got a really bad feeling that I need to eat. I need to eat food. I need to replenish any health at all before I go inside a dungeon that could have a monster. It's interesting. I wonder who the old hag is exactly, and what her relationship to, like, the events here are. I mean, I figure she might have been the witch once, but... I don't have money. I can sell something. There we go. It's best I come back some other time. What does she mean by this? But it's open. And it says current story event. This is a little confusing. The notes are definitely like, go inside this place. It could be later today, yeah. That's a good point. Oh, I see. The tender flesh, the sweetest nectar, and the good company. Oh my gosh. Is that really... It's a bread, right? It looks like a bread. Can I do that? Okay, I see. I wonder what gifts are actually... Could I just show up to, his woods with some extremely shitty gifts? Well, for the good company, I brought this pretzel, because everyone knows that pretzels are good company. And for the nectar, I brought this pretzel, because pretzels are delicious. It should work. Where is everyone? Oh, do folks usually gather here? I wonder if something happened. Come now, Rosemarine. We must find out what's going on.
Yes.
Party talk? Oh, wonderful, she's a party member. Elise, I was wondering... And please don't get angry with me.
Out with it, Rosemarine.
I was looking around and I found an old blanket for Flock.
What blanket?
The one you had tucked away in the pantry?
Oh, that's fine. I was going to use it as a dust rag anyhow. You thought I'd be mad about that.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You live here now, Rosemarine. You're so fond of that goat, too. There's not much I can do about it, even if I wanted to.
Oh, Elise.
It's not that big a deal, for goodness sake. Find out what happened. Should I talk to Lebkuchen? I want to go in the back. They have nothing but junk in them. Okay. Where none? Where is she? Eugen's horses were stolen overnight. Maybe a witch did it? You have to wonder. It can't have been easy, that's for certain. I'm just saying, if I stole the horses... Troublesome. Oh yeah, this looks like a mess. Everybody's gathered here about the stolen horses. You two have heard, I'm sure. This big sprite. We have. Though we're trying to figure out what happened. I'm ruined, that's what happened. As I said before, Eugen, we will do all we can to help. We'll gather the lads and send them out to patrol the outskirts. Are we absolutely certain they were stolen? About that, Elise. Those horses were hag-ridden, I tell you. Not this nonsense again. I tell you, lad, there's a witch in Kieferberg. That would draw suspicion.
Now that you mention it,
It's still a sad day for Mr. Eugen, old Yakin. This isn't the time. I'll ask you not to try folks' patience, old Yakin. Or anyone else's, for that matter. Witch or no witch, folks, someone had to do it, no two ways about it. Without as much as a trot or a neigh. All there was when I got here this morning was Bernard's pig in a saddle. Someone was riding Bernard's pig. Muffy? Don't rope me into this, lad. I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Who am I to blame them? The witch? Keep calm now, folks. Can't fault the poor lad for it, can we, folks? Finn, Guido, and I will take a look around the outskirts. I'll go with you too, Gustav. And we should ask Yujin if he'd like to join us too.
You know,
Is there any way we can help, Mr. Gustav?
Atta girl.
Keep folks calm, Elise, and go about your day as you normally would. Leave it to us, lads. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Folks truly are on edge today.
Ought to be careful with what I say around town. I see. People are suspicious. Ooh, I hope that I didn't need to find anyone before that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you can meet Rosenmarine here. That's good. And it looks like it might be possible. At least, the story event is listed, so... Going to the old windmill. I'll try it. Oh my gosh. You... Muffy! Oh shoot, I don't have any grape juice. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Pretending not to see me, were you?
shush it!
For goodness sake, Maggie, I don't have time for this. Give me the grape juice, Elise. I didn't have breakfast today, so... That's it. I'm telling your auntie you're begging for food again. Oh, but I'm not begging, Elise. I saw you have a goat now. Why, am I not allowed to have a goat? Golly, Elise, you're dirt poor. How would you get your hands on a goat? Why you? I see we have an understanding, Elise. Now pass the grape juice, or someone's getting an earful. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I have grape juice. I held on to this just for you, Muffy, you little shit.
For goodness sake.
Here you go, you glutton. Dare tell anyone about that wretched goat, and I swear I'll...
Oh boy,
You're so generous, Elise. I can't believe this is working.
Muffy.
Why you? I would have started blackmailing you a lot sooner if I'd...
With it.
Out of my sight, Mindy! Bring me some Lubkachin tomorrow, wouldn't you?
Hurry it up.
Go away!
For goodness sake.
She's going to work me like a donkey at this rate. What a little freak. I love her so much. Oh, it's rather strange, I must say. Elise. Is everything alright? Oh, you haven't heard. There was a thick fog around town last night, you see. I didn't notice it either, I ought to say. A fog, you say? I wouldn't have given it much thought, but it's perfectly possible whoever took Yugen's horses made use of it, you see. You're starting to sound like Mrs. O'Dilly, Miss Mactilde. Oh, don't you ever say such a thing again, Elise. It's best I go, Miss Mactilde. You know where to find me should you need me. That said, you'd best keep your distance from O'Dilly, you hear? Old Yuckin, too. There's no need to tell us, Miss Mactilde. Scared of a little fog of all things. These folks don't know what to do with themselves, do they? Damn, tell them, Elise. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Freya. I'm getting a little bit sleepy, so I'm probably going to go to bed soon, but... I would like to see Freya and maybe do, Oh, here she is. And maybe see a certain someone's romantic date as well. Oh, you're looking rather lost there, Freya. Oh, Elise, I hadn't seen you there. I can tell. I'm still wondering who could have done such a thing. Are we certain Mr. Eugen didn't simply forget to lock the gate last night? How do you explain the saddled pig, then? Right. I'd forgotten about that. It sounds like a tasteless prank, Elise. As sad as that is to say. Oh, if only there was something I could do to make it better. Well, why don't you make something for Mr. Eugen? Make something? Like what? They're out searching the woods. They'll be hungry later, I'd wager. Good night, Silver Changeling. I'm going to go to bed soon, too, but hope you sleep well. Oh, Elise, that's such a wonderful idea. I didn't even say anything, Freya. I'll bake everyone a pie. How about that? That's a lot of pies. In that case, I'd best get to work right away. Aw, Freya's so nice. Good night as well, Xandra. Sleep well. Let me actually save and quit here. This feels like a good stopping point. Maybe I can leave the Rosenmarine event for tomorrow. Whoops, not for tomorrow. For next week on Wednesday, same time, same place. Dusk Blossom Cradle, you know where you can find me. I'll be here once again. With more Yuri for you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. It makes me really happy that so many of you seem to be enjoying these streams. I'm really happy. I feel like this has been a really lovely game, hasn't it? I'm really quite fond of it, and it's wonderful to be able to share it with you all. I love these characters, and I love this little world, and I love Muffy. Farewell? Hollowbel? I will farewell, Tristy. You too. Alright, take care, everyone. And sleep well. Perhaps I'll see you again next week. There's all sorts of little freaks, it seems. That's certainly true. But especially Muffy. Alright, see you all around, everyone. It looks like Gert DX is playing Neo Turf Masters. I can send anyone who wants to stick around over to there. It's a golf game, by the way. Anyway. There we go.
I just full blast? Oh shit! Oh, we made it! I can't believe that worked! Hello, Hollowbel and Raiders, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I almost typed /raid. That's not the one. As I was... Oh, thank you whoever gave the shout out. There we go. Okay. I should be golfing. Welcome everybody. I'm trying to get better at this game. Oh, hey Harmless.
Penalty for overpar.
And I'm joined by my furry friend Pete. You can see him over in the corner. I play a lot of shmups, driving racing games, indie, retro games. I think we can blast it here. Ooh, the golfing, ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs. I'm still very new at this game. I only started playing this less than a week ago.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
So I'm still kind of getting a handle on things, but like, it's good. I think I will likely get a PB on this course. This is my second time playing through the whole course. Is that too much? I tried to give it some backspin. But yeah, I'll just say, like, if anybody has not... What? Oh, the grain. I got bogeyed. If anybody's not played this game and you're, like, at all